Hey, what's up guys? Ever since Goblinstein and Evolved Electro Dragon have been added into the game, they have completely taken over Clash Royale. Most opponents run Lightning or other cards to deal with the Goblinstein and Electro Dragon, so there's two different ways of playing them. Either you just use Goblinstein with a super fast cycle deck so then the opponent can't afford to Lightning the Goblinstein, and then you just get unlimited value with its broken ability. And the other way of dominating Clash Royale is playing a Lightning bait deck with Goblinstein, Evolved Electro Dragon, and Cannon card. So if opponent spends Lightning on one of the cards, they'll get totally destroyed by the others. The Golem deck rumbled its way to rank 16 in the world, and the Royal Hogs deck rushed its way to rank 1 in the entire world. So both of the decks I'm going to be showcasing today are two of the best decks in Clash Royale. It's time to surge into some games, spark up some wins, and assert dominance. And huge amount of love to everyone supporting the channel with Critic and SIRTAG, making this channel possible. All right, my dude's got Pekka by the banner. He's not got a clan, but we got a plan to slaughter him. You guys already know the deal. Our strategy with this deck is never going to change. We want to go in for a lot of Goblinsteins and single elixir paired with our Night Witch, and maybe go in for a Lightning if we have a good target. But typically, this deck does not cycle its Golem until double elixir. If you go for Golems and single, you will get slaughtered by opponents because the Goblinstein just gets so much more value in single elixir. It has the ability to launch a 2 elixir ability at the opponent that kills everything. So keep that in mind. If he pops the ability, then it'll be bad for us. I'm going to Tornado, so then his Goblinstein and everything is not going to get in the spot that he would want. Ooh, fantastic Fisherman from our opponent. He isolated our Goblinstein, so then we did not get the Lightning Strike ability directly on his Goblinstein Doctor as well. So, smart player. And we're playing against someone with Pekka and Fisherman, so not necessarily going to be an easy matchup when we're playing against Pekka, Fisherman, and Goblinstein when we are running a Golem deck. So, we really have to rely on our Lightning Evolved Bomber to break through and deal the damage in this game. I think it's possible. It's always winnable no matter what. Especially when you have alternative ways to win, deciding the game instead of your Golem. I'm going to take one hit from the Barbaro. I think it's okay because we do start with more damage potential on the tower already. Since you look at the Dagger Duchess and it has lower health than our Princess Tower, just starting off the match. So if the game ends right now, we win, right? That's what we're going for, but it's not like that. It's not going to end immediately. We kind of have to wait it out a bit. I want to go Lightning on top of this Ram Rider since I will do a lot of damage to the tower and just get some nice chip. And we'll see what happens. I mean, if we're able to kill the Ram Rider and it doesn't get counter pushed, that's good. Sure, you can Lightning, but I hope that doesn't hit. Please? Oh! Get wrecked, Ram. You got slammed. The Ram got the slam. Easy, easy, easy. Not really, guys. I was sweating. I was having my heart race right there. I can't even lie. That thing was ready to smack me in the face. Okay, so our strat here might change up a little bit. I could go on the other side because obviously if you're going to Pekka, I don't want to go into that. It's bad business for us. We can Fisherman counter with the Tornado and then pop the ability. See how this goes. Because if our ability lights up your entirety of existence, your stuff just dies. So, there is that play. Night Witch here. And then we can Electro Dragon Evolution. If you Lightning on me, I'm sad. If you Lightning on me, I'm sad. Otherwise, I'm very, very glad because you spent a lot of elixir and got nothing. Filch, my dude. I mean, you did get something actually, but it wasn't that great because we get counter push with the Cannon card and you didn't wipe it from existence. So if we have that still on the map, it's tough for you to defend. Obviously, we're going to pop ability because the Cannon card is taking the damage. So if the Cannon card is taking the damage, the Doctor can get more value with the ability. All right, we can go Cannon card here. Probably want to Lightning when he decides to go in for his Ram. He's going to Ram soon, so get ready for that. If not, I'm slightly surprised. Go Bomber here. Unfortunately, I kind of have to do that. I don't love doing this, but it is a necessity at this point. With the Electro Dragon, it should die, though. Going for a Goblinstein here, because we have a lot of stuff counter-pushing. Might as well make the most of it. Gonna Lightning on that instead. What the? We still have bats up in here. We got the Evil Bomber. Wait, we might be able to take the tower on the left side. Jeez, dude. That's insane. If I can snag it, that would be insane. That would be crazy. All right, we're in NATO, so our Bomber kills. Night Witch is on the tower. Let's freaking go! We got him! Fisherman, Pekka, and also, just a Ram Rider to slow everything down, and we still take his crown. I should not be able to beat a Lightning Fisherman Pekka deck when I've got Golem with Electro Dragon and Lightning Bait. You can beat even the hardest counters with this deck if you play it well. All right, Mr. Devil, it's time to convert you to our deck. There isn't something as more diabolical as this strategy in the meta because personally, when you're playing the Goblinstein, sure, it's annoying, but when you pair it with the Electro Dragon so the opponent has to use the spells on that too, then they're just stuck in a situation where they don't know what to do. So I'm going to go in for a Goblinstein with the Cannon cart. And generally, this is not like the strat that you would want to do, but because we have so much capability of tankage, I think we can get the Goblinstein towards the tower and then pop the ability. Ooh, do we shred the fly machine too? Nice. That's cool. And we hit the cannon cart for some nice damage too. It didn't die, but it was pretty darn close. We're an Electro Dragon and Bomber. A bit more aggressive on our end to spend that amount of elixir, but I think it's okay. I would love for the Electro Dragon to kill the cannon cart far enough away, and we do. Spent a lot more elixir than I meant. I meant to drop Bomber, and then I dropped Electro Dragon. I was like, oh, I misclicked. I dropped the wrong card. I don't know if you guys have ever done that before, where you mean to drop something, you just don't drop it. Please don't activate King Tower. Please don't activate King Tower. Please don't activate King Tower. Woo, he listened. He prayed to the devil, and he listened. Oh, all right, we're going to go Night Witch here. Not looking good. This is looking really bad for me. Actually going to take 1 billion damage. So I need to go in for a cannon card at the bridge. We have the Night Witch counter pushing, and he's got a flying machine, so not great for him. If he's got a flying machine there, it's going to give him some semblance of counter push, but it will probably just get cleaned up by a Goblinstein. So it's not like it's super scary or anything like that. And even if you want to pop a Barbro, we can just go Goblinstein a little bit lower. Oh, that's a great placement. If you drop it like that, it separates the Goblinstein further away. Oh, that's a new play. That is a new play. I learned something here today. Goblinstein, like, in that specific spot, and it separates the doctor away from the monster more. So you have the capability of getting more value with the stuff. So, yeah, definitely something I will be doing more in the future. Electro Dragon Evolution on defense is built different sometimes. We can go Cannon Cart here as well. Yeah, let's go Cannon Cart. Going for a Bomber Evolution as well. Going for a Tornado. So we can get the Cannon Cart to explode near the tower so then the Bomber can hit it. Yeah! Get wrecked, my guy! He wasn't ready. That was awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go Golem in the back. And then I think it's in our best interest to go for Night Witch. Thinking, but I'm not thinking because I'm not playing very well in this game. If we Night Witch, the monkeys are clapping inside my head and I'm just trying to piece together a play. I can Electro Dragon with this. I can Lightning here. I think it's better for us to go in for the Electro Dragon so we can get towards the evolution. Plus, he doesn't have a fly machine on that side to snipe it, so that's good. And we should be able to defend that with Frankenstein. Frankenstein! Alright, so we're going to go and drop our Goblinstein real quick. Still have the Electro Dragon on the right side, so that's all right for me. He is going to kill our monster, which is not ideal. But it is a precaution that we are prepared for. We're going to go Night Witch in the right. And then we could pop the ability or Electro Dragon on him, deciding to spam a lot of stuff here. So that's what we're going to do first and foremost. We'll drop our Electro Dragon. We're going to try to use our chain effect to the maximum potential. And then we're going to go in for probably a Golem, honestly. Full send it. Why not? Why not full send out here? Who wouldn't? All right. So I can Lightning on top of the cage and maybe just get this on the tower. Or we could Lightning on top of the Cannon Cart too. And Lightning on the Cannon Cart so it doesn't get counter push. Could be a worse play, could be a better play. I have no idea. Alright, so I think he's going to spam on the left side. That's what I would expect since he has the fly machine. We're going to Night Witch here with a Goblinstein on the other side. And we'll just pop the ability from the Goblinstein on top of the fly machine and the Royal Hogs if he wants to do it. I don't think he wants to, but maybe he will. We'll see. Pop the ability here real quick for the one time. Cannon Cart as well is going to be dropped in the middle so we can snipe the building. Oh, wait. What if we Evo Bomber, Tornado, and then get that last hit? Oh, he fireballed on it. He fireballed the Bomber that didn't even exist. Let's go. I sacrificed the Bomber into the Barbro and I forced the fireball because he knew if the Bomber hit the tower, I was just going to Lightning them and he would lose. So my stupid play was successful. He spent elixir on the fireball so then he couldn't defend the Golem. The Golem exploded and we Lightninged him out anyway. Hey, this guy's got a graveyard in the banner. No, we beat a top 1,000 player in the last game. The very first game, we also wrecked someone. I feel like we're on a roll. We're going to strike 3 times just like the Electro Dragon. Well, I guess the evolved Electro Dragon gets infinite wins, but the regular one gets 3 wins in a row, guys. 3 shocks. That's what the combo is going to be here. What if we go for a Goblinstein at the start and possibly Lightning because he's not cycling much? Oh, okay. That's not good. My guy struck me down. He's like, Jake, we don't spare anything. We only hit strikes out here. We are master Wii Bowler. Anyway, I'm going to go in for a Cannon Cart in the back, and it's weird still not responding to tombstones because I've been in the mindset of using Cannoneer for the last couple metas, and I've always had to over-respond to tombstone skeletons, but gone are those days. Now we go bombs away with our Golem at the bridge. Usually don't do this in single elixir either. It's a pretty risky play, but since we saw lightning and cards that are indicative of more of a Lobhound deck, I wasn't very scared. But now I don't know what I'm playing into. There's a Valkyrie and a Bowler and a Tombstone. So, I mean, with lightning, this just doesn't make sense, man. Make it make sense. Is this a graveyard deck with lightning? There's a high likelihood that that's the case. Have graveyard decks had to incorporate? Okay, I was going to say. Oh, man, I really thought that the Goblinstein was a Little Prince for a second because if you guys remember, Little Prince against Royal Giant, you just knock back the RG as far as possible. I was like, please convert it to a 3 elixir champion. But it didn't work out that way, so it is what it is. Let's go Goblinstein at the bridge because if he goes Tombstone, I think I'm okay. I do have Tornado as well. And also, we have the ability, so we should be able to fry these skeletons real fast. I don't want to pop the ability just yet. We want to drop that when the skeletons arrive. And then we can get some more damage on the tower with the shockwaves reaching and penetrating through there too. We don't have to respond to this Valkyrie. And since we have Tornado and Electro Dragon, I think we're good against Royal Giant here too. The one downside of this deck is we don't have a building. So Royal Giant should be exceedingly less comfortable for us in every other situation. So I bet you he lightnings here. And if he does, I'm okay with it. Wait, can we Tornado and hit the tower too? Oh, the cannon cart. He hit the cannon cart, but that's going to be able to defend. What? Why do you poison with Royal Giant? What graveyard deck traumatized this guy to this degree? That's hilarious. All right, we're going to Goblinstein on the left side because we know that we can take out the right side with the lightning. So I have to fully focus on the defense when he Royal Giants because another Royal Giant will be coming soon very, very quickly on the left side. And if I don't kill that, I lose. Wait, I don't want to go in for anything else. I think it's okay for me to go Electro Dragon, but it's a bit risky. We're going to pop the ability here, and we're going to NATO the Valkyrie backward. I think that we're able to shut down the Valkyrie with the ability here. And then we can go Night Witch at the bridge, Bomber, and make a prediction on the Royal Giant. And then he has to defend this. And he can't go in for a lightning block because he needs to Royal Giant at the same time. Oh, he's trying. All right, lightning in the back. We got him. Let's go. Light work with the lightning shredding a Royal Giant deck. Even Royal Giant, which has the highest probability of being problematic without a building, was still beatable. All right, we see someone with a Goblin Barrel in the banner. Probably not going to be a Goblin Barrel deck because Goblin Barrel is one of the worst cards in the game right now. It would be so crazy for him to play Goblin Barrel into someone that's running double small spells like me. So we see a mini P.E.K.K.A deck and it is not a Goblin Barrel deck. Who would have thought? The guy is running Mega Knight. So I'm going to go for Skeletons here and we should be A-okay on defense. I want to be able to activate King Tower. I think I can. If I get an Ice Spirit here with the Mega Knight, it should jump towards the King. Let's go! Guy wasted arrows, Mega Knight, and mini P.E.K.K.A. So we're in a prime position to go in for a Goblinstein on the right. And then also go in for Royal Hogs on the left. Even though the dude's got Sparky, I think he's going to get shook and shocked by our Royal Hogs menace. Also, I could pop the ability, but it's not going to shred the Sparky, so I'm not going to do it. I generally will drop the ability if it's actually, I mean, it will get some damage on the Sparky, but probably not enough. Yeah, it's just a little bit of tickle. Why did I do it? For science. We got the doctor after all, guys. We have to test out our luck here. Also, we're going to be going in for a cannon, and then our strat will be log Ice Spirit. So then we should be able to reset the Sparky so it doesn't destroy my dreams. It will get a hit on the tower, but if we get a delivery down, we don't do any damage? What? There's no way. No worries, clan is making sure I don't have to worry about damage too. You know, I love you, man. I'll give you some kisses for that. It's not BM. It's a thank for your clan. It is a welcoming present for you just being the nicest, most pleasant player I've ever matched into. So I am just grateful eternally for you as a Sparky Mega Knight player in Clash Royale. You know, one of the few, one of the few that we love. Anyway, we're going to go in for a aggro Goblinstein here, and we should be able to kill the Electro Dragon. And, you know, I want him to Sparky bad. I want him to Sparky so we can evolve Ice Spirit on it. Please. No, not there! Drop in a spot that we can actually hit my guy. You know what? We stand tall. We're going for the 3 here. Screw it. Oh, also, if we go and clap him with the Doctor ability, we might be able to damage down his monster for a while. Oh, look at the damage we got on the Sparky. It's insane. Okay. All right, let's go and cycle Royal Deliveries like our life depends on it. He's going to Mega Knight me. Wait, this is a big push. This is a massive push that my man is throwing it down. So if I go Skellies and then I get Ice Spirit and then I go in for another Goblinstein, I should be able to defend this. The main thing is getting the Electro Dragon in front, as you guys saw. The Electro Dragon is all out of sorts and it goes ahead of the push. Everything's dead then. Also, watch the ability from the Goblinstein. It's going to mark territory down on our side. Saying sayonara to everything that our opponent has. But that's how it's supposed to be. The Goblinstein is broken, and we got gobs of value every time we use it. Even though this guy's got Mega Knight Sparky, there's nothing he can do, as nothing breaks through. All right, guys, got Graveyard in the banner, and he's an old warrior. So I feel like he is fallen by the past. He is going to be playing a Cannoneer still. He's not keeping up with the times, and it's time to show him why he's got to switch. So we're going to go for Rail Hogs and Ice Spirit here, directly into a Bomber and a Knight. But I think we have the delight of playing against the spooky sight of Graveyard, most likely, because anyone that's running Knight and Bomber typically is running a Graveyard deck. So we'll see if that's going to be happening, or if he's going to be switching it up. I'm going to go Skeletons. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was hovering Cannon for a second, but I was like, you know, I can Delivery and then Skeletons. I just need to cycle a couple more cards. Oh, watch the ability against the Phoenix. I'm just doing this for the memes, so you guys can witness how amazing this ability is. We shredded a Phoenix. Absolutely stomped that thing. It doesn't necessarily do much because we were going to kill it anyway with the Princess Tower combined with the Doctor Zap. But it's cool to be able to do that and feel good about yourself. I'm not going to pop the ability because, as you guys can see, the little stake is on the ground, but it's directly on the Doctor. So I wouldn't get any value whatsoever. It would just do a 2 elixir ability near itself. So you want to make sure that you're always concentrating and formulating a plan of when you're popping the ability. Otherwise, you're going to waste it. Also, we can Delivery because we don't really have a good play there. Like, I can't go in for an Earthquake or a Log on the Sparky on the other side. It just doesn't make sense. Instead, if we do that, it's just a bit more value. We can also set up a cannon here so we can pull the Goblin Giant as far as possible. And then we're going to show you guys a pro tip. If you Log and Ice Spirit, what happens is the Sparky does not shoot the Ice Spirit. And then you're able to go and stun it and just defend with Skeletons. So we spent 2 elixir to clean up a Goblin Giant plus Sparky Push, and that wasn't even a problem. Imagine. Well, I guess I ended up dropping another 2 elixir with the Log, but I dropped 4 elixir total there. That's crazy. All right, we're going to go and use the Goblinstein here. Maybe we can activate King Tower against the Bomber. I think so. Oh, we are adding insult to injury out here. And this guy, he's getting beaten and battered. This is not the animal that he wanted to be playing against. It's a fully just assaulting Goblin Dream Machine? I don't even know what to call it. Look at the Goblinstein. Goblinstein. Ooh, wow, I messed it up. I'm sorry. How many people have called it Goblinstein? That is just too memey. Guys, I can't pronounce anything, but I might be able to win this game of Clash Royale, which isn't that much of a surprise because look at the Skeletons and Ice Spear in the first push. Look at this Goblinstein in the second one. I think we're going to be able to showcase his strength on defense here against the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Hopefully, or maybe not. I don't know why that was not working as we wanted it to, but it's okay. We could take 2 towers maybe. That could be fun. Oh, let's pop the ability on the Sparky here and then go for Skeletons and then go for Ice Spirit again and then just clean it up easily. Look at the Sparky, it's dead. So yeah, pretty easy win. Not gonna lie, opponents don't necessarily know what to do anymore into this type of deck. Because every time they match into someone that's going in for Goblinstein on offense, they have to overcommit to defend it, and they have to kill the Doctor immediately. And then on offense of their own, they just get pummeled because they're going into deliveries and Goblinstein's defending every push they throw at us. Like the video if you enjoyed. Check out the pinned comment if you want to see more videos on any of the decks played today. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.